Becky, the future-seeing gymnast. Once upon a time, a 7-year-old girl named Becky was put into gymnastics class for the very first time. As it was the first lesson, the coaches taught forward rolls, and as Becky did a forward roll for the first time, she saw a vision as she rolled. Becky, while rolling, saw a vision of an older 12-year-old gymnast doing a backhandspring on the beam, and 5 seconds later, that gymnast did a backhandspring on the beam. Becky did another roll and saw a vision of one of her friends asking if she to go to the toilet, and 10 seconds later, that is what happened. Becky tried to do a handstand, and while she was upside down, she saw a vision of the coach praising her, and straight away the coach praised her. Strangely, Becky had a superpower. Whenever she turned her body upside down or flipped, she would see a vision of the future. Becky told her mom, who dismissed it as a child's imagination, but Becky did a cartwheel in the living room and told her mom her daddy would come home and ask for French fries for dinner, which is exactly what happened. Next week in gymnastics, Becky did a handstand and saw a vision of her coach spotting a kid doing a cartwheel on the beam, and that happened. Over the next few weeks, Becky would roll or do cartwheels and handstands and tell her coaches and parents the future and be right each time. So her mom, puzzled, took Becky to the doctors, who gave Becky a brain scan and told her, do a handstand, and saw a part of her brain turn uellow when she was in handstand. The doctor found out Becky's mind gets visions of the future whenever she is upside down, and even during a backflip or roll, time in her mind slows down to get a clear vision. Over the years, Becky predicted events by turning upside down in gymnastics and seeing the future, which made her local community use Becky to do gymnastics, and every vision she gets of the future while she is upside down, they use that knowledge to change the future. So if a bad event was about to happen, as the future was not set in stone and could be changed, they knew to act. Becky had a gift. Whenever she was upside down, she saw a vision of the future. And yes, her coaches turned her upside down every gymnastics lesson, making her do flips, handstands, cartwheels, backhandsprings, giants, and backhipcircles so they could find out the future and stop any bad events from happening. As Becky would tell her gymnastics coaches the bad event about to happen, and her coaches would tell the appropriate emergency services. Becky's gymnastics coaches turned Becky upside down by making her do gymnastics moves, and Becky took her coaches the future. So if an old woman 3 blocks away was about to get sick in 2 days, Becky would know by turning herself upside down, so her gymnastics coaches after gymnastics had to phone the appropriate emergency services. And these coaches got paid extra, and Becky got to be the only gymnast to see the future whenever she goes upside down. Becky saved many lives as her community used her gymnastics to change the future and stop bad events in their town from happening, which made the town, including gymnast Becky and her coaches, live happily ever after. The end.